So, I'm spending this week on a speaking tour of Canada, and behind me is the beautiful skyline of Calgary, Alberta. And I learned two interesting things about the city. The first thing is this, that this city is the cleanest city in the world. The second is that it has the highest amount of volunteers per capita of any place on the planet. Now, there's no way that these two facts are mutually exclusive. There's no way there's not a correlation here. What happens is the Calgarians demonstrate that they give a shit. This is a culture where giving a shit is simply the norm. People care about their city, they care about their environment. And last night when I was speaking, one of the delegates asked me, what is it? How do you find people? How do you find people with that give a shit gene? And the truth is, I always thought it was about the gene, but I realized it's more about some kind of cultural acceptance or cultural norms that you create. So I reckon that in every business in the world, for every 10 people you have, there's one person that's an asshole. There's one person that gives a shit. And there's 8 people waiting to see which one of those two has a stronger gravity. And your job is to make sure that the asshole never gets the time of day and that the people who demonstrate extreme give a shit do. So how we do that at Missing Link is every Monday morning we have a book, and in that book during the week when people catch people doing stuff that's not their job, they write it down. They write down the person, what they did, they say thank you, and they give a small cash amount. It's not much, it's like enough for a lunch or something. But the real value is on Monday morning we get to stand up there and publicly acknowledge those people and their behaviors in front of everybody. Everybody cheers, we have a good laugh, and that person feels great.
Alright, so Chris gave to Candy for being a prezzo ninja.
I was under quite a lot of pressure last week and she's just always willing to help and took a little bit of pressure off my back when I really needed it. So.
Sweet.
But most importantly, what we do is we give cues to people what giving a shit looks like. And we create a culture where that is celebrated. That's the problem. Too often when somebody does something well, you call them into your office, you sit them down and you say, well done. Make a song and dance about it. Make a song and dance about that. That's what we need to do. If you want to find people that give a shit, you simply have to tell them that giving a shit matters. That's your job. Find out something. Catch anybody you work with, whether you're the boss or part of a team. Find somebody you work with that's doing something that's not their job and make a big deal about it in front of everybody. That's what the people of Calgary do. That's how they have the most beautiful, tidy, clean city you've ever seen. Because they give a shit. And so should you. Peace.